was gonna start off with you all beat me to like what, Chris? Oh my god.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, you got this.
Hey, Chris.
Pizza.
Oh, so Chris.
She was
You know
sitting
what?
there all that time.
I don't like pepperoni.
Oh, I love pepperoni. It's pepperoni.
I just want a regular cheese one.
Oh no, I was at the pepperoni and the pepperoni, and the peppers, green peppers and pepperoni.
Oh, look at that.
You put green peppers on yourself, or
It
came like that?
It's called Supreme.
Those are delicious.
So for all of our old heads, the Stouffer's French bread pizza.
Oh man!
And if you looked at Chris's story, IG story,
talking about it.
She's all smacking too. She's like,
Okay, I'm gonna put it down. Okay, we go. Well, welcome to another episode of Still Dope. I had to put that out there. Hi, Chris. Hi, Shahida.
Hi, girl.
Hi, Chris. What's up?
All right. So before we get started,
What'd you say, Shahida?
Hmm?
What did you just say?
I said happy Monday.
Oh, happy Monday. Yeah,
praise Jesus. All right. Before we get started, I have to shout out to Angela Denmark on our YouTube page.
Angela.
Say, hey, Angela.
Angela.
I have to shout out to her because Angela called me out. I try to take criticisms the best way that I can. And when we did our Friday Married at First Sight, we posted it. Angela Denmark commented in all caps. And you know when you comment in all caps, you screaming.
Right.
She's like, Tanya, stop talking over everyone. Please give Shahida a chance to talk. Angela Denmark, we giving you all the all the views today.
Girl, you feeling my pain, man. Thank you, Angela.
So my response to Miss Angela Denmark was, yes.
Yeah, let me go on YouTube.
You better go on YouTube. I said, yes, I'll work on that, LOL. And then an hour ago, I responded to her. We are recording in 2 hours. And I have every intention to work on not cutting my crew off. Stay tuned. So Angela Denmark, I'm going to play my position tonight. And you see, my crew is holding their mouths and drinking their water because I acknowledge it. And I'm working. I'm a work in progress. So I'm going to let Angela is going to be in the back of my head for the remainder of these podcasts. So, okay, Angela, we love you. Next.
Angela.
Love that. That's hilarious.
That is funny, actually.
So,
what are we talking about today? Oh, look at she's really trying to rein it in.
No, well, because I do the intro.
I'm gonna stop laughing. Go.
So, all right. So the other day, Chris, you did your IG story with the nail polish, and if you're dating someone, I'll just let you tell it. Come on.
So my question was, if you are in a relationship, do you ask or do you care to ask if about your nail color, or if the man asks you for his color, what color nails that he likes? Because there's some men, such as myself, that like participating in the in the process of it's kind of a I don't want to say marking, but it's kind of like a relationship thing where if I'm choosing your nail color, it's a part of me that's a part of you that's in the world. Does that make sense? And it's just between us, but I know that's part of you. That's like, a woman has a tattoo of your name on the same type of thing, but it's on a lesser what?
Yeah, tattoo, that's a lot.
Yeah, tattoo's a bit much, but nail color.
Yeah. You do?
Oh yeah.
You have a tattoo of a woman?
No.
Oh, women have done that for you.
Tattoo of yes.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Yes.
can
The
see
woman
that.
I was dating, without my knowing, put my signature on her, and I was like, "Why did you do that?" And she's like, "Well, you've already left an indelible mark on me, so I might as well." And I was like, "Okay, I mean, yeah, exactly."
Creepy.
Yeah. So,
Not really. I mean, it's so common though for people to take that next step. Like if they really are into somebody, getting their face or getting their initials or their name. I don't know. It's kind of popular.
But
Oh,
sure.
that's on her wrist.
yep,
Is that her wrist?
yep.
Mm.
I couldn't imagine getting somebody else's
Mm.
name. I mean, especially their signature. And it looked really good.
And I was gonna say that you have a great signature.
But
Chris.
Yeah.
so, which is weird. So, on a lesser circumstance, if a woman, and also, I wasn't even the first woman, to have a woman ask me about nail color.
Mhm.
Say, "Hey, what color would you like me to get my nails?" And I was like, you know what? I like that. I like participating in this because sometimes also you can push them to do a color that they wouldn't normally do, like a mint color or like a yellow or something, like something,
Mhm.
match their outfit or something.
Yeah.
But they like it. What I've been told is they like it because it kind of like it's a participation thing between the two of us. So I put a poll on my IG about, do you ask your man, his input? And interestingly enough, most single women were like, "Hell no, I'm not having a man tell me what to put on. It's a personal choice." And I was like, the backlash I got, a lot of it.
Really?
The marriage relationship one was about 50-50, kind of like almost, pretty much even. But a lot of them were like, he never asks. So also I asked the men, and like maybe 20% of the men gave a shit about nails. So I was just curious about it. Who else is, like that, or, who finds that appealing, because it's kind of like, I don't know. I think it's a participation thing I think it strengthens the relationship, or it strengthens the bond between you, because you're both from me.
Right.
Both like, it's a joint, and it's a temporary thing. It's not like a tattoo or something crazy. It's something minor that, could be fun, and like, oh, what's he going to choose for me this week? Or, what is he like this week? And they've gotten compliments on their nail colors. I'm like, did you get a compliment? Yeah, actually I did. And I would have never worn this color. So thank you. So I'm like.
So here's what I say. It's not about you choosing the color. It's about, and I've done this because I've done this before with, when I was in a relationship, if I go get my nails and manicure, pedicure, I'd say to him, what color do you like?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm thinking about doing, because I'm notorious for going, I like to be neutral. So I either get like a tan, which is a nude color or whatever, or I get the French manicure on my toes and my fingernails. And so when I was in a relationship, I was like, I'm going to go get my nails done, pedicure, manicure, and I'm going to do my standard French manicure. But do you have a specific color that you like? Because I can do that. Because I don't have time, or I don't have the energy or the patience to look at that wall of paint. Exactly. And I'm like, do you have a specific color that you like? Because I'll just pick the color that you like, and I'll get my nails, my toes, and my fingers done. And if he's like, stick to what you're doing, I'm like, okay, I'll stick to my French manicure. But if he's like, well, I'm prone to reds, because most men like the reds or the pinks. And I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out.
I have never asked.
Really?
Never asked. Never inquired, just.
But what if he asked you? Would you do it if he asked you?
Oh, yeah. If he said, oh, I like this color, you should try this, I would definitely do it.
Okay.
Only, The only person that's ever commented on my nails is my grandson. Like, why do you always get blue?
Well, damn. Well, damn. Damn, Darius.
Why do you always get blue? It's not a color.
Damn, Darius.
I think a lot of those single women had a problem with the fact that it was like, he's telling me what to do and what I can wear and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I didn't realize there was such a backlash or such a like, I can't believe that you know, I would never let a man tell me, you know, what I can wear on my.
I think polls are difficult on social media because I think that people do take it like I understand what you're saying. That's something that you like in your relationship. You know, you want to be part of the process. Like I said, I don't think I've ever suffered from never asking anybody. Not too long ago, somebody did say, I don't like that color. After I asked about you know, do you ever want to like select my nail color? Like, no, but I just didn't like that color. That was this color.
I like that color actually.
Right? And you know, but other than that, I
like
think
robin egg blue or something.
That's
like
what it is, robin egg blue.
Oh, it looks like Tiffany blue.
Tiffany, yeah, kind of.
A little
bolder.
Robin egg though, but
yeah.
But I feel like when people do those kind of when the people answer those polls, they're already kind of want to be riled up about something. Because too many times I'll see people do the polls and they'll come off like, no, I'm not letting no man tell me what to do. Calm down. We're talking about nail polish. We're talking about certain relationships. It is not that big.
Well, I made it a question first. And then I made a poll. But the questions I got were like, they were like, I can't believe that, you know, I would never have a man, you know, it's a personal choice. And I was like, wow. Really? I was like, that's why you're single.
Well, when they did that, were you able to look at their profiles and see if they were younger than us?
I knew a lot of them.
Oh. Okay, well that's not good.
Oh, interesting. I was like, oh, maybe that's why you're single.
And it's not like, I don't know why they got so defensive as saying I will never let a man choose my nail polish cover. That wasn't color. That wasn't the question. The question is, if you're in a relationship, would you ask your mate, you know, what color? Well, I guess that is kind of.
That is kind of, yeah.
That is kind of.
I think.
But I would ask, like I said earlier, I'd pose it like, you know, I'm going to go get my nails done. And what color do you like? Especially if we were going on a trip. I've done that. I haven't normally asked them on a regular week, like if we were just here and we weren't going anywhere, I would just go get my nails done because it was a standard French manicure, toes and fingers. And they like that. But if we were going on vacation, it was only when we were going away for like a long weekend on vacation. And I'd say, I got to go get my nails done. Do you have a specific color that you like so that I can get my nails and my toes done?
There's a consideration to it too. I think the fact that if you ask your man that, it makes him puff his chest out a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my woman there. You know, that's my woman. You know what I mean?
Right. And she loves me enough. She loves me enough to ask me that.
Who? Say that again.
Like he's like, Chris is like, that's my woman. And I'm like, and she loves you enough to ask you that and ask your opinion on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something established in their relationship. Because like I said, I don't think it's as far as my relationships go, I have never thought of that as a big thing. You know, I don't feel like the response from men has been like, you know, they felt that it meant something more to the relationship if I had asked them that color, about nail color. But maybe I missed something.
By the way, and as an addendum to that, a fact that I just learned about why men are so into feet. Right? Because I'm not a big feet guy. But there are men who are so sexually attracted to feet and rubbing feet and all that kind of stuff. Supposedly, in the medulla oblongata, in the brain, in the crevice of the brain, like the little ridges, whatever, the sexual organs are right next to the feet.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
yes, I saw that. Yes.
sometimes
that
the
is true.
signals will get crossed or meshed over,
That is
which
true.
gives you the link between sexuality, your nether regions, and feet. So
Mhm.
that's supposedly the reason why men like feet so much, or some men love feet, is because it's right next to each other and it would bleed through. So a foot could make them sexually attracted.
Oh wow. I did
I'm
not.
not into feet. I'm not even into nails that much. I'm not even like, oh, I don't even look at women's nails. I'm not like, oh, like, or they don't, if your nail's not done, I'm not like, oh, I'm repulsed, or if it's a natural, if it's a friend, like, but I think it's kind of just a nice thing. So
You don't like the ketchup on the feet and then sucking the toes and stuff.
no.
Oh my goodness, where the hell did you just bring that shit up from?
No, I said
He said
the
a
thing.
video, and it was
because she was getting a tattoo of his name and portrait on her thigh, and while she was getting a tattoo of his name and portrait, he was sucking her toes with ketchup.
you didn't see
That is a strong relationship.
That's what.
That is a strong relationship.
Is that what it is?
It's a bonding thing, I guess so.
I hope that they stay together.
I hope they do. I hope
I
they
don't know
do.
who the hell y'all are talking about.
Because she said, I sent it to you, Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
It had El Negro was his thing. It was, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh,
You remember that? You didn't see him pour ketchup on her feet?
no, I did not. When did you send that? Like 4 a.m. when I was still asleep?
No, it was,
You know
on,
how
my,
we
it was
do.
on my IG. It was on my Instagram. It was
I must have missed it. I missed that one.
maybe.
I think I did. I think I missed that one.
Now,
All right. So wait.
This woman, wait a second. This woman
Go
getting
ahead.
her leg.
I'm going to your IG right now,
with
Chris.
his face,
It's not on there anymore.
him doing that. And if they break up tomorrow, what does she walk away with? Not $300,000 a month.
Yeah, nice segue. Exactly.
Oh, you jumped already into that. Oh, you already jumped into that because I had another question.
Go ahead with your question, but I'm just saying that there are levels to relationships, and that's a level.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. All right. So with the and I'm taking it to a whole nother level because we're talking about, the pedicures and the manicures. So what do you guys think about, like, if you're in a relationship or married to someone, and Shahida, you already know I'm all about the beards and the biceps. I don't care about the hair on his head. If he has a beard and biceps, I'm good. But if you're a man and you have a beard or hair and your wife or girlfriend likes it, or and you're a woman and you have long flowing hair and your husband or boyfriend likes that, do you think it's your responsibility, like as a man, Chris, if you want to shave your beard off, and as women, Shahida and Tanya, feel we have our hair, whatever, and we feel we want to shave our hair off, do you think we should consult with our significant other? I say yes.
Like Woody and Amani. Remember that whole thing came up with Woody and Amani?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Married at first sight. Mm-hmm.
And I say yes. What say you?
Well, I have no problem if she, well, I'm different because I'm an actor and I may need it for something, this, that, and the other. But if it's not an issue and she likes me with a beard or she likes me, I'll consult. I'll ask. Like, I'm thinking about shaving my beard off or my OT off or going clean shaven for a while. What do you think? I'm like, oh, I've done that before, so I don't have a problem with it because it grows back. Just like nails, it's a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. Now,
I don't have a problem with it.
Shaving my chest hair.
Ooh. You ain't gonna shave
No.
your chest hair?
No,
Why not?
I
because
love
that.
that. As long as it's not a bear.
I feel like the chest hair is a part of me. It's like, and I used to shave it when I was in my 30s, when it was in to shave your chest, so I could see my muscles and something the other. And then I grew it out, and I was like, you know what? I'm a hirsute man. Hirsute man, and I like my hair, and I'm going to embrace my hair and my pelt, on my and as a matter of fact, I have a little tuft on my back right here.
I was gonna ask you, do you have anything on your back? Oh, yeah. Right there, right behind.
A little tuft on the bottom of my hair. But I'm like, no.
I thought you didn't
like it. I don't like hair on my upper back. She shaved my upper back, try to keep it. But for some reason, I like my little tuft and I like my hair here. Now, the nether region too, I have no problem. I'm manscaped. I'm groomed. I like neat this and the other, because especially with a like the same thing with a woman, you want to have, if you're putting your mouth down there or something, your orifice or something, you want to have at least look presentable. You don't want to have something crazy looking.
I don't want to hawk up.
You want to have to present the meal like
cornrows. You don't like cornrows down there?
Cornrows. Yeah, exactly.
What the hell kind of shit
like
is that?
Like the Jewish payas. I have, on each side of my balls, I have a.
All right, so let me ask you this, Chris, because we're going back to the whole sex thing. So, Chris, you got the hair on the chest.
Yes, and
does it go is it like a uniform rug all the way down to the? Yeah. Ooh, I mean, all the way down to the snatch.
No, I shave here. Not all the way, but also I do have a little hair there as well, because I think it's more masculine to have something there. It doesn't have to be but the testicles are manicured and it's nice and neat and like this and the other. So it's not all fucking a jungle of fat you going with a machete doing it like this. You know what I mean? It's nice package, nice neat package there. So. But I won't change. I won't chase I feel this is a part of me.
Yeah.
And like nails, that's temporary. This thing is temporary because everyone can see it too. But this is just for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or now, would you ever dye that?
Dye it? Dye it what?
He's like, that was the perfect time for him to get cut off. He's like, dye it. What? Chris, I can't with you. Did he purposely do that to us?
No, I think his internet.
This has to be a Wi-Fi.
Got lost.
That was epic. But no, what I was gonna say was diet, not diet. Died. Yeah. Like I was wondering if he would ever dye it, like his chest. Yeah, I don't think he would.
So I mean, there's gray there, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
But for me to answer the question, I've always. I don't know if I ask so much as I say, what do you think about me doing X, Y? Because I do a lot of shit with my hair.
Yeah.
And I cut it like every 5 years or so. And I would, if I was like in a serious relationship, I would definitely say, hey,
yeah,
I'm going to cut it. What do you think?
Well, I have to be honest. When I was married,
mm-hmm.
I had long hair,
mm-hmm.
and
so his computer died.
Oh, his computer died. Okay, Chris's computer died. He'll be back on a minute. But when I got married to my husband, ex-husband, mm-hmm. I had long hair, and then we moved to Texas, and it was hot. Hazy, hot, and humid down there all year round. And it was like, I can't wear my hair out. And he always wanted me to wear my hair out. And I was like, I can't wear this out because it's just going to frizz up. It's going to look a mess. And then one day I did not tell him. I just went to the hair salon. Welcome back, darling. I
was so offended that I was like,
oh my God, that was the perfect opportunity for you to be like, pow. And it went out. And I was like, I said to Sheed, I was like, that was the perfect time for him to go out.
How dare you?
But what we continued to talk, but we were talking about when I asked you, would you dye your hair on your chest?
Yeah.
And then we got
a color.
Huh? Yeah. Would you take the gray out? No.
No, that's part of me. That's part of who I am.
Part of you. Yeah.
And women like gray. I don't know why you keep saying.
Oh no, I'm not saying I don't love it. I love the gray. I'm just saying.
You like men with hair on their chest, Tanya? I thought you were saying you did not. Like that
I don't like the whole taco meat. Like when it's all beat up. I know you're not. I know you're not taco meat.
I can comb mine and make it nice and soft.
Yeah, but I still am not. I love you,
have a
Chris.
chest comb to make it nice and.
I love you, Chris, but I'm not a fan
to embrace the pelt.
I like hair on a man's chest, and I find that you don't find a lot of hairy African American men.
True. Or they have the little. You know, I have some.
They got the taco meat. That's like beady beads up there.
I haven't seen that because I know I've seen that, like, you know, at like the beach or sometimes that's not good. But you know, it's usually they're pretty kind of, you know, bare hair.
Yeah.
So when I do see an African American man with some hair, I'm like, hey, not you, Chris.
But what's interesting is, look, I don't have much hair on my arms.
That's true. That's true.
I have hair on my arms, and
what about your legs?
No, my legs are not that hairy at all. Just a little bit here and there.
What about the genitalia?
Oh, I got hair down there, and this. You know what I mean? But this is all just, and it was funny because when I was in college, my freshman year, I had no hair. I mean, I was bare. And then sophomore year, my boys came over to my house and they're like, yo, you got hair on your chest. I was like, no, this is like the summer. I was like, no, this is me. And they're like, oh, fuck, what the hell happened to you? Like, you got all this. So, yeah, I've had hair ever since.
Funny story, right? So, I believe in the scape too. The scape vagina has to be like or whatever. But so one day, I'll say like about maybe 3 years ago, I saw a piece of gray hair. And I'm like, fucking cat. So I went and pulled it. Oh, the thing. And then I realized what it was. I'm like, this cannot be happening to me. Luckily, it's still like, you know.
I don't think I have any grays down there yet.
Oh, you do. I got a couple.
I wouldn't know if I have gray hairs because it comes all off. Like I take everything off. I've been taking everything off downtown for the past. Huh?
You go regularly?
No, I take it off myself.
Oh, you do it. Okay.
I don't want nobody touching my.
Growing up, it's interesting because growing up, that didn't start until what? The early 90s, maybe? 90s, mid 90s? Where everyone has to be bald. Yeah, everyone's bald. Like every woman is like no hair whatsoever.
I started like in my later years of high school, like 11th, 12th grade. I started shaving it. I started shaving it all off.
I remember girls that I was dating in college, and after that, they still had a bush.
I didn't shave it. I shaped it, trimmed it, but I didn't shave it all off.
Yeah, I shave it all off, and I still shave it all off.
Mm-hmm. I like a little peach buzz.
I mean, I've tried. Don't get me wrong. I still shave it all off, but I've tried to like land with the landing strip, and I've tried to like do little shapes and shit, and I'm just like, too much for me. Just let it go.
Yeah,
I go full on newborn. I know that's creepy to some people.
I think for a man, if a man does not do any kind of maintenance down there, it kind of says something about there's no maintenance down there at all.
Thank you. And if you want, listen, I know we had this sex conversation a while ago, but I'm just going to make it very clear. You have to manscape. Not saying you have to shave it all off completely, but you have to manscape to the point where if you want me to fucking go down on you, I don't want to hawk up a fucking fur ball. And let's not get it twisted. No. Exactly. We're like.
That was in my episode of Curb Enthusiasm.
Right?
Oh, what?
It's happened.
As part of my episode, the secondary thing was him not going down on his wife because it hurt his neck, and then he kept getting hair caught in his throat, and he's in a scene with Martin Scorsese.
I remember it now.
while the hair. This is heavy.
I can't. All right. So
Also the difference between waxing and I've never been. I'm down there. I've never been waxed down there.
Never either. Me
but
neither.
You got to be really careful with clippers because I have. Oh motherfucker! Before a date.
I've done it. I've done it. It's not nice.
It's not nice. It's not.
So I like bringing the pros.
Shahida, you did clippers? Like electronic clippers? I get like the good razor blades.
No, I use like I have used the razors, but I think like in my the little beard clipper, I've used that.
Oh no. I've never used a clipper on the JJ. I've always got the good razors.
Yeah, I feel like
the razors that I'm like, okay, shave, and the good coconut oil shaving cream.
Shave your coochie.
Shave your coochie. Shave your coochie.
When I used to do it, I thought that was much easier than that.
Yeah, but the whole thing came out. Remember when the Brazilian wax came out? Mm-hmm. And I will not do it because I just can't have a stranger touching my lady parts like that and waxing me. And the same with the laser where they have like the whole laser hair removal. I don't want that on my vaginas either. No.
I don't know. It's I just feel like if you go to the gynecologist, they're right there in it, all up on it too. So it's not a big difference.
Yeah, that's true. But there's a difference between an MD and a cosmetologist.
And just the D.
Yeah, and just the D. Yes, thank you. I don't want to disrespect people's careers, but I ain't just letting anybody touch my snatch.
No. Sometimes we trial and error from some stories I've heard from others. I've never had a bad experience. I'm just saying.
But
I've heard stories.
For the movie I did, World's Fastest Indian.
I did the World's Fastest Indian? I love that movie.
And as an actor who was playing a woman or a man who was he was a transvestite, but he was in the 60s that wants to be a woman. I was trying to be as authentic as possible to, that if a woman in his whatever, basically that's what if I played. So when I played this woman, this man, with Anthony Hopkins, I got my body waxed.
That was going to be my question before I cut you off.
5 hours.
I can imagine.
My chest, my back, my arms, my legs, and my pits. 5 straight hours.
But why would you get your chest if you're
I'm a woman? Because I'm playing a trans.
That's true too.
As feminine as possible. I'm not. Look, I can't get away with having this sticking out the top of my dress. You know what I mean? So it was really weird when I first looked down at myself. I almost had a flashback to when I was like 12 because I hadn't seen like everything gone since I was a kid. Since I was a little boy, and I was like, oh my god, this is so weird. 5
weird.
5, I had to take an edible, and I was like, and it's hard. And you got thick chest hair like this. You got thick chest. They got to put it on and rip it again, and try to get it all out.
I don't know how you did that.
Hours. So that's another reason probably where I'm like, no, I'm letting this grow in.
And you ain't never letting that go. So now that you brought that up, let me ask you this. Because I watched that movie and that movie was incredible. And Still Dope Family, you guys have to watch that movie. I have not
seen it.
You have to watch it. The World's Fastest Indian.
On Amazon. Was it Amazon?
I think it's on Amazon Prime. I watched it on Amazon Prime. You guys have to watch The World's Fastest Indian. And I agree with you. I love Sir Anthony Hopkins. But he was really good in that movie. But
I think it was one of the best performances.
And honestly, you were just as great.
Thank you.
But I have to ask you this. Did you have to did you take lessons on
Walking and
wearing the shoes, the heels?
Yeah. So when I auditioned for the role, and Mary Van Peebles auditioned for it, and like all these things, and all I auditioned for was with a scarf, and just with a scarf for my audition, but trying to be as feminine as possible. So when I got the role, I had to learn how to walk in heels. So I have 5-inch.
So I was going to ask you, what size shoe do you wear, Chris?
I wear 12.
Oh Lord, Jesus! You know what that means. He wears a size 12. Amen. You know, Shahida, where I'm going with this on that one. He was a size 12
at first, and I was just like, now I got it. Those are the
those are the shoes.
Yep,
they're huge,
and those heels are big. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
So I had a friend of mine who I worked at my agency, my commercial agency with, who was gay, and that used to do. I don't know if he did drag. I can't even get in these shoes. Drag shows. He took me to Hollywood Boulevard, and we went shoe shopping, and I bought these shoes, and I had to practice, because if I'm in a movie,
yeah,
I haven't put these on.
I wish I could see.
Oh yeah, you haven't put them on in a minute. I can see you. Yeah, you.
What?
So in order to be, honestly, to be my chest with everything shaved, to be a legitimate transvestite or transsexual,
yeah,
I had to learn how to walk in those and not make it seem like I'm just learning them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he taught me how to walk on the runway, and I would just walk around my house until I got comfortable with them, running in this, that, and the other. My boys came over to watch a game one time. I greeted them at the door with my heels on. They're like, "What the fuck, man?
Like, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro?"
Here's another crazy thing about it. Just because, first of all, bird seed and pantyhose make the best boobs. Because you put pantyhose, you pour bird seed in it, and you use the knot as the nipple. So they feel they're pliable, they're firm, they're sturdy, and they have a little give to them. Bird seed and pantyhose. So I have that. I had to wear a girdle, obviously, and I kept saying to myself, and like I had pantyhose on because it was in the 60s, and these heels, and I was like, yo, I don't know how you all do this. And my feet were killing me. I was like, I felt fat. I was like, because my arms are big. So, and I can't, like, I'm always going, I keep going to myself, be smaller, be smaller, be smaller, be smaller, be daintier, smaller, daintier. And it was hard because it was like, I was like, oh, and I had such a respect for women and heels and all that kind of stuff after that. And then the only other time I would ever do it, there's no other time I was like, after that, I'm never doing it again, because it was Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
It was with my sister and Ugly Betty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I was like, and I used the same type of heels.
Oh, that's the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just me. All
right. So I have one little question for you. With regard to
you're walking in them too.
Yeah, you are walking in them. But with regard to the what's the movie, the greatest Indian,
World's Fastest
Indian. Please tell me, when I watched that movie, your outfits were on fleek. I like that old guard. Please tell me you got to keep your outfits or no?
No.
Because I was about to be like, can I get that? I have a one specific dress that I was like, I want that dress.
I have my gloves.
Nice.
And my heels. And a swatch from one of the dresses. But like, I'm never doing that shit again. I am never going on camera again, or even I don't want to wear heels.
But what about if Vanessa asks you to, like, they revise Ugly Betty and you're going to bring back her sister role?
If that happens, that's one thing. But those are the only two roles I will ever do.
Yeah.
I'm never doing it again. Mm-hmm. Never doing it again. Because my feet killed. it was hard being fat and judging myself. Like I felt like I was big. I was like, I need to lose some weight. I need to lose weight. Because I felt so big. And you can see in the thing, I'm like, I'm trying not to be big and just being,
so you got a little taste of what us women feel like when we dress up and go out and we're wearing heels and we want to wear a dress and stuff. And it's like, oh my God, I think I look cute. And then you look in the mirror and you're like, ugh, can't breathe.
Never again. Anyway, how do we get into this? How do we start talking about
I know we
nails or whatever? Oh, my chest when I shave my chest.
Yeah.
The movie. Yeah.
So
But I did want before because it's running up on time. I did want to talk about Dr. Dre for 2 seconds.
Yes. Let's do it.
2 seconds about his ex-wife getting that $300,000
and with a prenup. She had a prenup.
Oh, I was going to ask that. Did they have a prenup?
I didn't read that.
I didn't think they had a prenup.
I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did. Hold on.
I have not read that anywhere.
Well, maybe they did have a prenup, but because they've been married for over like a little over 20 years. Mm-hmm. So maybe the prenup
like expired. Responses that people are like angry that she's giving this money.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve. I'm just speaking my own opinion. Go ahead.
Never had a prenup.
Never had a prenup, so she could.
Yeah, I didn't think they did.
So that's on Dr. Dre because I do remember when they got married. NWA was they were over that hump. Mm-hmm. They were after that whole famous NWA thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, excuse me. Dr. Dre has laid out the prenup his wife does not acknowledge, a prenup that literally put up a financial wall between them at the beginning of their marriage. According to the prenup, which was filed in the court in all property they were acquired from the beginning of 1996 marriage is separate. What he acquires is his, and what she acquires is hers. The prenup also says Nicole does not waive her right to spousal support. That means even if the prenup holds up in court, Nicole can get a hefty monthly sum, and that's what happened.
Dang.
So there was a prenup.
There was a prenup, but it was limited.
Okay, all right.
And she was asking the court for $2 million a month.
What?
She asked the court for $2 million a month in spousal support.
Come on. Well, the only thing I had heard about that when that relationship started breaking down, the only thing I heard about it was she wanted $2,000 a month for the cell phone bills. And I was like, I'm looking at my phone like I got like $180 a month I spend on my cell phone. I'm like, who the hell are you calling for $2,000 a month unless it's a family plan and you got your kids on it and shit? But I'm like, yo, they got kids. Yeah, I think they have like, I think there's like 2 kids involved.
Including child support. That was just spousal support.
Yeah, because he also has a kid with Michelle A. Remember Michelle A? But that kid. Yeah.
That voice used to kill me.
Oh, no. She talks like that. But when she sang, she's like, you say you love me and I don't know what's true. But then when she gave an interview, she's like, hey, how you doing? I'm Michelle A. And I'm like, what the fuck's up with that? But anyway, look, it's a double-edged sword because men are out there talking about she don't deserve all this money. But at the end of the day,
women too.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm gender neutral on this. Whoever is making the money, look, you have been doing this shit for a long time. And you get married, you have to have if you are making the most money, you have to have an ironclad prenup with stipulations in there. And in 20 years of marriage, I'm looking at it like if you're with me for 20 years and we just decide to go our separate ways, we have adult children. Of course, I'm going to keep you accustomed to the lifestyle that you're used to. And I'd like to think that you'd keep me accustomed to the lifestyle I'm used to. But I'm also thinking, I'm going all over the place right now, but I'm also thinking that in 20 years, if you're not doing anything, you're not working, you're raising kids, of course, you're not working, he's working, and in the span of 20 years, all this money that's coming in, like, why couldn't you have started a business or
she has
done something?
I don't know what she does. I'm pretty sure she does something to have income for herself on the side.
But their children are adults.
Chris, literally all she needs to do is put a Gucci bag on her Instagram and she can get money for that. I mean,
that's not a business.
All kinds of ways to get streams of income.
Well, she can be an influencer.
That's not making a business though. That's
but it's still income. She's still
but not like $300,000 a month income.
No, because you know what? She's getting 1% of his income.
And again, 20 years. You had 20 years. And if in the 20 years, let's take the holding up a bag and being an influencer and getting free shit and, marketing yourself. You had 20 years to figure it out and either go to college and, have your Dr. Dre pay for me to be, I'd be like, pay for my medical school, pay for me to go to law school, pay for me to do something. So that way, God forbid, well, not God forbid if we break up, but nothing lasts forever.
What he's like, no, you don't have to do that. I don't want you
to do that. Exactly. I'm going to take care of you. And then at the end, I don't know if there was infidelity. I know that, what was going on in the marriage, what the breakdown was, but it was 20 years. And I don't know what she did. I don't, other than raising her children or whatever, but I'm pretty sure she had some influence on something. She had some input on something. Unless she was just like, what, I don't want to be involved in anything and just get these bags. That's fine. But that's 1% of his income. He ain't hurting.
No. And if
somebody broke, then you get broke spousal support. You marry somebody super rich, you get super rich spousal support. That's just how the system works.
I agree.
And women too. Now remember, Halle Berry's paying, she wasn't even married to this dude. She's paying him a boatload of fucking money.
And Mary J. Blige is paying her ex-husband a boatload of money every month. Not $300,000
support.
I gotta find me a nice hip hop star or someone.
Yeah, you got to, Chris, because you got it.
Listen. What's Michelle A doing now?
You say you love me, and I can't. That is true.
You want to stay, bro?
Are you willing to wake up for the rest of your natural life hearing, "Good morning, Chris. Morning, baby.
Is she paying me $300,000 a month?
Well, she's in LA. Find her.
Good morning, Michelle. What can I get you?
Well, she's in LA. You better find her, Michelle. If you go and find Chris.
$300,000
a month,
and he paid for her legal fees too. Which is like,
yep.
I fucked up.
My whole thing on it is it's a whole different tax bracket that I don't know shit about.
No, I don't either.
So how they work that out, that's how they work it out. I know that the person I was married to, the people I thought about getting married, wasn't up there.
Mm-mm.
So I just don't understand. I mean, just reading the comments was just a lot. I mean, like real hate. Like, it is not that serious. I mean, he can afford it. If he couldn't afford it, it's not like he got to go and get a second job. Like someone was saying, one of the papers was saying, his Apple residuals will pay that alone. He's straight.
He's good.
So
the principle.
But it's the principle that they're not married anymore, and she's taking his money. And at the end of the day, look, y'all spent all these years together. Just
but if she gets married, then he won't have to pay it anymore.
I know. So it's so interesting that you.
Well, if she's smart, she wouldn't get married again.
I would not.
Neither would I. I'd never get married.
I'd be like, you can't even come live with me. I'll come spend the night at your house sometime, but you're not fucking this up right here.
I'd be a straight up hoe.
$300,000.
$300,000 ain't no dick worth $300,000. Me losing $300,000
a month.
No dice.
Tax bracket. I mean,
he reportedly paid nearly $500,000 to his wife's attorneys, but she claims she needs $5 million, while her lawyers say they are owed $1.5 million. According to documents, Dr. Dre said he has paid more money to Young's legal team than his own.
Of course he has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But she's saying she's giving a higher figure than what the lawyers are giving.
Right. Shortly after filing for divorce, Young claims she and Dre never had a prenuptial agreement. She later clarified that she did sign one, but Dre tore it up, which rendered it null and void. But according to the newly filed prenup, the only way it can be amended or terminated is through writing, and there is currently no evidence of that occurring.
That's on him.
That's all on Dr. Drizzle. Sorry, Andre.
If fuck around and find out was a person,
that would be Andre.
He fucked around and found out.
And found the fuck out. Mm-hmm.
Like,
so,
what would it be like if Beyonce and Jay-Z got divorced?
Oh, but they both got a lot of money.
I know.
Oh, yeah, they both got a lot of money, and I think they both got their shit. They've got their legal affairs in order as far as who's bringing what to the table, and the kids are. I'm pretty sure that they've got their kids set up. So I think if they were ever to get a divorce, it would be amicable. It would be. I mean, it would be hush hush. We know that they got divorced.
Yeah,
but we wouldn't know the specificities of the specificities of who's paying who what. I just can't see them being that reckless.
Because I mean, that's a serious power couple. That would be like Michelle and Barack getting divorced. You know, they each have solid, incomes, and bring a lot to the table.
Yeah.
But and as far as this woman, I don't know who she is. I don't know what she did before, if she was a model or whatever. But
yeah, I don't know what she was.
These guys, you choose and you pick these women that are not real partners. And when they leave, what?
Yeah, but what do you need a real partner for?
What do you need
a real partner for? If you're making
if at the end you're always paying for this woman who's not really bringing anything to the table but herself, which is fine because I'm bringing myself to the table. but at the end of the day, when you look at power couples, they're bringing something more than their Instagram, their Instagram or their model pictures, or like Kevin Hart, like the woman that he's married to. She was a model. When she leaves and gets tired of him cheating on her, she's taking a boatload of shit.
Well, because she's now have 2 kids by him.
Exactly.
And she's got the public affair on him.
He could have chose somebody that was more than a model. And I'm not saying anything against these models, because then you got Kylie Jenner, you got what's my girls I like, Gigi, and those are supermodels.
Oh, Gigi and Bella Hadid.
Right. They're bringing something to the table, but you're marrying these chicks that don't really have that much.
Well, Gigi and Bella Hadid are a different nut, because Gigi and Bella Hadid, they are that's generational wealth.
Yeah,
right
they
there.
got money. They got money.
Right.
They got money. They listen. Their great grandchildren's got money.
Yeah, but what's wrong with him marrying someone who's not bringing anything to the table?
There's nothing, because like I said, what am I going to be? I'm not bringing no big bucks to the table either. I work at Rhode Island Housing. That's interesting. Yeah, that's fun. But I'm just saying, when divorce comes and then you have to shell out, $300,000 a month for 20 years, expect that. Because she didn't have anything.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with that.
Into a whole different lifestyle.
I agree.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So just expect that.
Yeah, but you think he wasn't expecting that?
Oh, I think he was. I think all the people on Instagram and all those people on Twitter who are making all those comments, they don't expect that. Like she's entitled and she's being greedy. No, that's what his income allows her to get. It's all legal.
No, she was being greedy though, because she asked for $2 million and he was paying her expenses, which was $300,000 a month. That's why she got $300,000, because it came out to $293,000 something that he had been paying her every month, and then she's like, "No, I want $2 million." So she did get greedy, and she influenced. So if she just said, "You know what? just give me $500,000 and I'll be okay. Not get too crazy. Just give me a little extra because you cheated. So I'm gonna put a little $200,000 tax on it, a little bit a month, but 500. But don't ask for
it was probably
$2 million.
You
Don't
can't ask for $2 million a month. That's just ridiculous.
Yes,
$2 million. Yeah.
It's one thing if you had little children. I still $2 million a month. That still is excessive.
Let me go high, and I know I'm gonna come down. So she started at the highest number, and it came down.
No, it came down to exactly what she said in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But that's why people would be calling her greedy, is because she's asking for something.
She probably is.
But you know what? I wouldn't call her. I wouldn't call her greedy per se. Well, maybe I would.
If you're asking for $2 million,
yeah, you greedy as hell. But I'm saying
only your expenses, not even, and you can't live on $300,000 a month,
and that's not even child support.
You right on that one. But their children are adults in their 20s.
Oh, okay, all right.
So there's no young children in this shit anymore. You know, I would like to think that their kids are in their 20s. So the only thing he has to contribute to their children is if they're in their 20s, I'm thinking they're out of college. Because, you know, when you graduate college, you're either 21, 22.
They went to college? If they went to college.
If they went to college. But even if they didn't, then that should,
If your daddy's a billionaire, you going to college?
Likely they probably
listen, if my daddy was a billionaire, if my daddy was a billionaire and the goal was to just stay in school, I'd be a 53-year-old bitch working on my 18th PhD to keep the money coming in and pay my bills.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. But I'm saying that he's paying for his kids to go to college, or if they didn't go to college, you know, they're just doing whatever. He's taking care of them.
He can buy a college.
Exactly. And he actually did buy a college, didn't he? He bought a wing at USC.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Yes, he bought a building at USC.
All his kids went to USC.
And I'm sure, no, it doesn't mean, I'm guaranteed he bought that building in USC, and now it's a legacy. With colleges, it's a legacy. Your daddy buys a building. That's what white people have been doing all this time. You buy a building and you put your name on it and you give money to the university. Your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids are going to forever be able to go to that college, whether they got accepted or not. They're going on legacy because Grandpa Dr. Dre bought the fucking music building.
More power to him.
And I ain't mad at him for that. But I'm not mad at his wife. Well, I am kind of mad at her asking for $2 million a month because that's just ridiculous. And it's also ridiculous to ask and get $300,000 a month, because herein lies the thing. $300,000 a month.
But that was her expenses. Those are her expenses. What he's been providing her this whole time. She just wanted more.
Yeah, but what are you getting for $300,000 a month?
This man is a multi-billionaire, right?
Yeah, but your house is paid for.
He's a billionaire.
Okay, he's a billionaire. Her lifestyle is probably three. I mean, who knows what she spends on a pair of shoes? One pair probably costs, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000.
But do the math per month. Is it going to total up $300,000 a month? Like your shoes, your clothes, your purses, your hair, your nails, your liposuction, your Restylane injections in your face, everything per month. Let's just do the math. All of it. Totaling $300,000 a month.
Paying her staff,
that's his job.
Personal cooks, all that. But that's her. That's what he's paying for now.
Yes, that's on you, boo boo. But $300,000 a month ain't covering my hair weave. Let it be not. It doesn't necessarily have to be a hair weave, but my hair products, my facial products, my Restylane injections, my monthly fucking spa visits. Oh God, who was it? Gwyneth Paltrow. This little serum,
face serum that she uses on her face. $300 for this little bottle.
Because of her name.
It's a little bottle.
Yeah, because it's from the
Because it's from Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, she doesn't. No, this is something that she uses. It's not something that she created. This is something that she buys for her
the
face.
sperm of small babies. It's the skin of the foreskin of small bababies that they murder to make it into the skin.
What? Are you doing some QAnon shit? What is happening?
What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, Chris.
That's why it's so expensive.
This is the wrong channel, sir. This is the wrong. You see anybody with a Trump hat? No, I got a.
Is that true though?
No,
I'm just saying it's. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to go crazy.
But yeah, I mean, the things that I don't think that you and I, can really fathom the amount of money that she probably spends on just little things. Her eggs, where we spend like $5 for some like non-caged eggs, she's probably spending like $15 for a dozen.
No,
I don't spend $5 for eggs. My 12 pack of eggs cost like $2.99 the most from either Wegmans or Whole Foods. Come on now.
Mine costs $4.
Where the hell you buy your eggs at?
The grocery store, Shaw's. They're like $4 for the.
Oh, you get those fancy organic ass. No, I don't do that shit.
Yeah, whatever. I know I'm a sucker.
An egg is an egg is an egg.
But yeah, so I'm just saying, I don't think we can even fathom what she actually spends that money on. But then you got to think a lot of it probably is staff too.
True.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find out what her expenses.
Because I'm like, I want a driver, I want to cook. She probably has, an exercise person. She probably has a lot of people working for her.
Yeah, you're right on that one, Shahida. She probably has someone. She probably doesn't do her own hair. She has a makeup artist, a hair salon, hairstylist.
Here we go.
Oh,
she needs $2 million a month for spousal support. According to TMZ, she says she needs $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning.
I'm sorry, what?
For laundry and cleaning, $135,000 for clothing, $60,000 for education, including the tuition and living expenses, a whopping $900,000 for entertainment, $125,000 for charity, $100,000 for her mortgage, and $20,000 for telephone, cell phone, and email, which totals $2.53 million.
Wait. So the $60,000 for education, is that so the kids are still in school,
including the tuition and living expenses a month?
Her kids are still in school.
I thought their kids were like in their 19.
According to sources, he's currently covering all of her expenses. He was already covering it, and that came up to $300,000.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
how old are them damn kids? Because I can't get I don't get the education part.
Education, exactly. That's what she said. That's why she needs the $2 million, $2.5 million a month.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Well, look at here. Listen, this at the end of the day.
Telephone, cell phone, and email, $20,000 a month.
No.
Come on.
How many people can you muster up? How many people can you muster up in your clique that's going to register $20,000 a month?
Even if a 20-year-old, he has a 20-year-old, so that must be the college age one. A 24-year-old,
but the telephone, cell phone, and email. Who's paying for email? Telephone, cell phone, and email. No one has a cell phone anymore, so it's just cell phone
and email, and it's a cluster.
$20,000 a month. $20,000 a month. Come on.
Well, I don't know unless there's some billionaire type of, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian,
look,
Kanye West,
Dr.
Dre, Nicole West.
You should not have to pay $900,000 a month for her for entertainment.
She's taking her friends on trips. She's traveling the world with
$1 million for entertainment. I'd be like, that's not an expense.
It's not an expense, but devil's advocate. What if he was flossing while they were happily married, and he's like, Oh, call your girls, call your grandmama, call your mama, call your friends. They're
not
going there.
married anymore. They're not married anymore. So you don't
I
need
agree.
$1 million a month for entertainment.
But yeah, she's got to stick on
A month. This is not a
I
year.
don't get that.
I know.
You ask for
It's
$1
a
million
month.
a year.
A month. And I ain't never heard of her. Like, she hasn't done anything that I've seen on the internets.
No, I don't know what she did, before, or like I said, I don't know anything about her. But wasn't it who married a Ludacris married a doctor.
She's not a doctor.
Right, that's
she dropped out.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
And the only reason why I know about her is because she went to the University of Miami, and she was in the University of Miami Medical School. And I was long gone before she showed up.
Okay.
But I heard that story where she was in the University of Miami Medical School, and she was doing her internship. She didn't graduate. She was about to graduate, and then Ludacris told her, or supposedly told her, I'll take care of you, and she dropped out.
Okay, let's listen to this. This is her second divorce. She was married to an NBA player.
I just read that. And she's an attorney.
3 years before calling it quits.
Who? Dr. Dre's girl?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Go ahead.
Well, she met Dr. J, who wrote her a letter. In the letters contest, the rapper asked if she was doing well and realized that she needed to quit her relationship with her husband and come home to her doctor, and that he would take care of her. The following year, they got married. She has older children from previous relationships.
Oh!
Dr. Dre had older children.
Right.
When he married Nicole, she became their stepmother.
I can't even.
Right.
I can't see it. It's just too dark.
See what?
I was looking at her. She's not even cute.
Oh, Dr. Dre also has a daughter birthed by someone else, so she became a stepmother. So, but she was a lawyer.
Yeah, she was an attorney.
Oh, no, there have been proof claiming that she had a career as an attorney, but there's no proof that she did so. There's no record of practicing law in the state of California. Her name is not listed on the website of the state of bar. There's no details of her receiving a law degree.
She got that MBA. That was her in. And you know what?
That's how they do. Girl. That's how they do.
Get all your money, girl.
Get your coins, bitch.
It was all on him. He had a prenup.
They say that she works as a lawyer, but there's no place where they says she's working.
Well, she can't work as a lawyer if she hasn't registered her law license anywhere.
She ain't practicing no damn law. Why?
No, she ain't.
It's like Ludacris' girl. It's like Ludacris' wife. Like, if I was Ludacris' wife's mother, I'd be disgusted.
I bet your girl on YouTube is yelling at you right now.
Oh, she probably isn't. Sorry.
Chris was trying to say something. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, okay.
If she was a lawyer, don't you think she would have handled it a little better with the lawyers?
You would think.
No, why? Why?
A lawyer, she knows better than to ask for $2 million a month and then only get $300,000.
They tell you go high. They probably told her go for the max. You're not gonna get it, but you'll fall somewhere in between.
Yeah. So
it's just a messed up situation, though. I don't like that it comes to that.
Messed up. She's getting $300,000 a month.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have to come to that. Like, if you're in a marriage with somebody for 20-something years, like, why can't you just? And there's kids involved. Why can't you just?
Step kids. She didn't get many kids. Step kids, and she's getting $5 million a year.
Oh, I thought they had kids together.
No, step kids, and she's getting $5 million a year for marrying him.
So where's the?
You can't live on $5 million a year
for education. Is she going back to school? She's taking cooking lessons.
$5 million a year for the rest until you get married again.
And she ain't getting married again.
So
until she dies or until she gets married again.
Spend $4 million a year, put $1 million aside a year. So in 20 years or whenever it ends up, you'll have $20 million and you're still making $4 million a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There is nothing wrong with that at all.
I ain't mad at her. I don't like it, but I ain't mad at her.
I thought she at least had a kid.
I thought they had several kids together.
He got a bunch of kids from other people.
And it looks like during the marriage.
But I feel bad. What about the dude who she was married to that she left for Dr. Dre?
He dodged the bullet.
Why?
Because if he had stayed married to her, how much money would she have tried to take from him?
She probably already did take money from him.
Right. So he dodged the bullet. He's probably like gone on and married somebody else and living happily ever after.
Who is he? Do we know who he is?
He was an NBA player.
He was an NBA player.
Who was? Which NBA player?
What's his name? Threat. What's his name? No. I just had it. Anyway, it's Sedell Threat.
Yes,
I've never heard of him.
I don't really. It sounds familiar, but I can't.
No, I never heard of him.
But you see, like most of these basketball players, these are that's who they pick, though. So he's lucky he got out then. He probably didn't have. Obviously, he wasn't a Michael Jordan player. So she was going to be out.
By the way,
what?
They were married for 24 years. She was married for 24 years. Young cited irreconcilable differences is the reason for divorce filing.
Typical.
Sedell Threat was born in 1961 after attending playing the NBA for 76ers and other teams. He was
I knew I heard of him.
For 13 years. They tied the knot in 1992. There seems to be an overlap of time when Young was seeing both men while she was married. In a pre-social media letter written in 95, Dre said, "Hopefully you're doing well and you realize you need to quit fucking with Sedell and come home to your doctor. I will take care of you, baby girl." Nicole Young did just that, marrying Dr. Dre.
First of all, she was married, and you're an asshole for doing that to another dude. So you know what? You get what you got.
Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah.
You get what you got. That was dirty. How do you send it was dirty on both of them. I mean, so disrespectful on the highest level. So, yeah. And then it tells you too a little bit about her character.
And about his character.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we already knew about his character.
Yeah, we already knew. And I'm not saying that he never put his hands on her because we know he used to beat the shit out of Miss LA.
And the other one, the MTV, or was it BET or the MTV VJ that he slapped. Oh, you got to Google that. I forgot her name. Let me Google it right now. He slapped, and he
was dating her?
No. She was a hold on, let me pull this up. Dr. Dre.
To hear a conversation between Nicole and Sedell Threat. Now, you know what I mean? He'd be like, "You nasty ass."
He dodged the bullet.
It was D Barnes. Google D Barnes. He apparently
that's right. A long time ago. Yeah.
Remember D Barnes a long time ago when he was still in NWA? He literally beat her ass, like slapped the shit out of her.
Oh, so it wasn't Dr. Dre.
No, it was Dr. Dre that did that to D Barnes.
The brutal incident between
D Barnes is a woman or a man?
D Barnes is a woman. Oh. And yeah, he slammed her head.
In the late 80s, she was a rapper. She was a rapper, personality.
Yeah.
Things are going well.
And it was just recently that he finally owned up to doing it, because for years he was denying it, and she sued his ass and won and got paid, and he never admitted it until recently, like maybe like in the past 10 years. he
A
finally
first-
admitted that he beat her ass or hit her or slammed her.
A first-hand account of Barnes. He picked me up by my hair and my ear, smashed my face and body into the wall. Next thing I know, I'm down the ground, and he's kicking me in the ribs and stomping on my fingers. I ran into the women's bathroom to hide, but he burst through the door and started bashing me in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
With no video evidence. Of course, there'd be video evidence now. Yeah, that's oof.
And the same with Michelle A, because him and Michelle A have a child together. Well, he's a grown ass man, and when Straight Outta Compton came out, that's when all that came to fruition of how he treated her.
Because I
didn't get a settlement though.
back in the day,
She didn't get a settlement.
She didn't.
While no one can be exactly sure why Barnes didn't receive a settlement, the Barnes' lawyer had offered not to bring a suit if Dre would help her rap group with some music.
See, here
Girl,
we
you
go.
should have took the money.
You should have took that money.
Yes, she should have. Anyway.
I mean, where's your rap group now?
Nowhere. And where's D Bonds?
That's ridiculous. Wow. She
Stupidity.
didn't have the right lawyer. She should have called his wife.
Yeah, she should have.
Well, that was a good talk. We got into a lot of
That was a great talk, guys.
I
So
know, unfortunately, we didn't end up with the letter, but we'll do that next week.
no, we'll do that next week.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
just leave that. We'll just leave that as a tidbit.
Mhm.
But we've got a Married at First Sight coming up on
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Well, we record on Thursday.
Yeah.
But it shows up on Wednesday.
Actually, yeah. Yep.
So we'll be back.
Looking forward to it.
You said what?
Looking forward to bow, bow, bow.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's sign off because
Bye, kids.
Bye,
Have a
my
good one.
loves.
See
Have
you
a lovely
in a couple of days.
evening. See ya.